Have you ever wondered how the prairies of Saskatchewan compare when it comes to LGBTQ+ rights and protections? Well, you're not alone. This Canadian province is known for its diversity and welcoming spirit, particularly towards the LGBTQ+ community. It's a place where the rainbow flag flies high over cities like Saskatoon and Regina, where queer culture is embraced and celebrated. But what really sets it apart? What makes it so special for those of us under the prairie rainbow? So let's delve deeper into what makes Saskatchewan stand out in terms of LGBTQ+ rights and protections. When it comes to LGBTQ+ rights, how does Saskatchewan stack up against other provinces and the federal standard? Well, let's dive right in. Canada as a whole has a progressive stance on LGBTQ+ rights. From coast to coast, you'll find legal protections in place, and Saskatchewan is no exception. The province, like the rest of the country, has laws that protect individuals from discrimination on the grounds of sexual orientation and gender identity. So when it comes to the letter of the law, you're in safe hands. But let's be real. It's not just about the laws on paper, it's about how they're implemented and enforced. And here, Saskatchewan shines. The province has a rich history of queer activism, and this activist spirit has helped shape the legal landscape, ensuring that the laws are not just ink on paper, but are actively working to protect the community. Now, how does Saskatchewan compare with the other provinces? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Some provinces, like Ontario and British Columbia, have been seen as leaders in LGBTQ+ rights, with comprehensive protections and progressive social attitudes. However, Saskatchewan holds its own, with a robust legal framework and a commitment to inclusivity. But it's not a utopia. No place is. There are always areas of improvement, and Saskatchewan is no different. For instance, while the province has made strides in terms of legal protections, there are still gaps when it comes to issues like gender recognition. But the good news is, Saskatchewan is a province that listens, learns, and evolves. And let's not forget about the federal standard. Canada has been a world leader in LGBTQ+ rights, with same-sex marriage legalized nationwide in 2005, a decade before the United States. This progressive attitude trickles down to the provinces, Saskatchewan included, so rest assured you're moving to a place that is guided by a federal standard that prioritizes equality and inclusivity. Clearly, Saskatchewan has its unique qualities when it comes to LGBTQ+ rights. But what about the community support structures in place? Moving to a new place goes beyond just legal protections, doesn't it? Let's talk about the sense of community in Saskatchewan. You see, the province is not just about beautiful landscapes and welcoming people, it's also about the strong community ties that bind us all together. And for those within the LGBTQ+ community, this is no different. Saskatchewan is home to various community support structures that play a significant role in creating a sense of belonging. Let's take out Saskatoon, for instance. This organization exists to create a vibrant, inclusive community for LGBTQ+ individuals. It provides resources, support services, and a safe space for everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity. From counseling services to social and educational events, Out Saskatoon ensures that every individual feels seen, heard, and valued. Then there's the UR Pride Center, a non-profit service provider housed at the University of Regina. This center is a hub for community interaction and engagement. It offers a variety of programs and initiatives aimed at promoting inclusivity and understanding. Whether it's through workshops, support groups, or social events, the UR Pride Center fosters a sense of unity and acceptance that extends beyond the university's walls. These organizations, along with others, contribute significantly to the LGBTQ+ experience in Saskatchewan. They provide much-needed support and resources, creating a sense of community and acceptance. But more than that, they give individuals the courage to express themselves freely and openly. They foster a sense of pride and belonging, making Saskatchewan a place where everyone can truly be themselves. The sense of community in Saskatchewan is powerful and embracing. It's about more than just being accepted, it's about being celebrated for who you are. It's about finding your tribe, your people, those who understand you and stand with you no matter what. A strong community backbone is indeed a plus. But how does the healthcare system cater to the needs of the LGBTQ+ community? Healthcare is a crucial factor when considering relocation. Let's see how Saskatchewan measures up. One of the perks of living in Canada is universal healthcare, and Saskatchewan is no exception. But what sets it apart is the extra mile it goes for its LGBTQ+ residents. Local healthcare providers are not just tolerant, but also well-versed in the unique health needs of our community. From mental health services to gender-affirming care, the province has got you covered. Institutions like Out Saskatoon and the UR Pride Center offer support, resources, and a sense of community. The cherry on top, Saskatchewan's healthcare system also includes religious organizations that cater specifically to the LGBTQ+ community. Now that's what we call a holistic approach to health and wellness. Saskatchewan seems to have a lot going for it, doesn't it? But remember, every rose has its thorn. Just like any other place, Saskatchewan isn't without its challenges. Let's look at some potential drawbacks. Every coin has two sides, and Saskatchewan, despite its many positives, isn't an exception. While the province is largely accepting and supportive, it's not immune to the occasional instances of prejudice or discrimination. This, unfortunately, is a reality we face no matter where we choose to hang our rainbow flags. Compared to some other Canadian provinces, Saskatchewan may seem a bit remote. The province is largely rural, and while this offers a peaceful lifestyle, it can mean fewer resources and amenities than you'd find in more urban provinces. If you're a city dweller at heart, you might find the pace a tad too laid back. Moreover, while Saskatchewan is committed to LGBTQ+ rights, there are areas where it could do better. For instance, while it has legal protections in place, these could be more robust compared to some other provinces. There are always improvements to be made in the pursuit of equality and acceptance. Lastly, the winter weather. Okay, let's not sugarcoat this. Saskatchewan winters can be harsh. If you're contemplating a move from a warmer climate, be prepared for a significant change. But hey, who doesn't love a good snowball fight? So, there you have it, a comprehensive look at what Saskatchewan has to offer for the LGBTQ+ community. Remember, relocating is a big decision and it's important to have all the facts.